3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Small Talk on the Mats. My next guest is a local legend here in Albuquerque area. I say that sincerely. He is the owner of Potato Corner and the Paleta Bar. If you haven't ate there at either one of those places yet, then you've been living under a rock. He came to the United States all the way from Indonesia with huge dreams, and he's doing a great job of accomplishing them. He's grown to the point of now having 40 locations in 7 different states. Wow. He's a happily married husband and a father, recent father now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dipo Alam.
Hey man, what's up, brother? Thank you everyone for being here, and I'm honored to be here actually to share a story as well as to connect with everyone here.
Awesome, brother. All right, cool. So like I said, I have a Q&A format.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and I categorize my topics so we stay on point and
let's do it.
Don't jump around like squirrels because I'm good at that. So we're going to go ahead and kick off with your early life and mention a little bit of your soccer journey here that you threw in your bio. So you were born and raised in Jakarta.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
yep.
Jakarta. What was your childhood like growing up in Indonesia?
Dude, man, we're like Chinese descendant in a way that we were born in Indonesia, where I think I'm like this 5th generation, so we're really close in between Chinese culture as well as we already mixed with the Indonesian culture.
Okay.
The reason that I mentioned that, man, like my parents, especially my mom, she's really tough. So we didn't really have, I don't want to say we didn't really have much childhood, but like education as well as building up skills being placed in our life since we were kids. Okay. So Indonesia is actually a Muslim country.
Okay.
So the first language is kind of like Arabic because that's where they kind of like learn in school and everything. And we're Chinese descendant, which is our first language is Mandarin.
Okay.
So now you put 2 of the, I would say like the hardest language in the world when we actually speak Indonesian, which is where we're from. So it's like picking up from Dutch, because Indonesia was conquered by Dutch for like over 300 years.
Yeah.
So it's all those culture mixed together and English as international language. So by the time I was 12, 11, I was able to speak 5 languages.
That's amazing.
In a way, but it's also take a lot of time, right? Because the study is no joke, man. We got to wake up so early, finish up late, and it's more like a boarding school. It's like private school. But I'm thankful right now the way I'm looking at it. But back then, I was just like, dang, it's tough.
Yeah.
Even we go to school Monday through Saturday. It's not just Monday through Friday. And then the curriculum is just really like packed. So, childhood is more about studying, about building up skills. But at the same time, we still have, time that we can spend together. Especially my dad always take us for traveling, road trip, and everything. So it's getting us really close to each other in that way,
Okay. Amazing. Wow. Okay. So at 17, you moved to the United States to pursue professional soccer. So what was the transition like culturally, emotionally, and personally when making that transition?
It wasn't easy, definitely. I've been traveling since I was 13 years old.
Okay.
So I mostly travel. In the beginning, we always go with teams. We go to like different countries together. But then for some reason, I understand that God isolated me in certain years of my early age. So 13 years old, I've been mostly like traveling. I already kind of like got out of the house by the time I was 13 because we travel with soccer teams here and there. We would live in the quarantine. We would live in the academy where we don't even come home. So we would stay in the kind of like the mess together, like where we was in the camp together. Mm-hmm. So I was playing for national team, would stay in the camp together. We just play soccer and then we study. And I go back to school after missing like 3 months of school and then back home again. But the travel life for myself starting when I was 15, 16 years old. So I was actually, I went to Netherlands first.
Oh, wow.
I went to Europe by myself, backpacking, and my first trip overseas. And then from there, 17 years old, I came to United States, and culturally, like, yes, it's different. Of course, I was letting myself learn English as much as I can. Yeah. But the funny part is actually, I was being brought up to Chinatown in Los Angeles, where people barely speak English.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like funny in a way, but thank God I can use my Chinese that time. Like, it was just being useful in a way, you know.
Yeah.
And then we would go to the Spanish church because that's the closest church for us to go before I actually end up going to Indonesian church that I found with all the Indonesian people, you know. So it was culture part, man. I mean, I've been getting used to it with all these different culture.
Yeah.
And even the one that picked me up in soccer team when I was being picked was Chivas USA, their first year, which is Mexican team. So I was getting like, okay, we got all the mixed culture right away again. But I love it, man. I love it. Yeah.
That's so crazy, man. All right. Already 2 questions in and you're just showing all this craziness. But what was your biggest takeaway from being chosen to join Sueño MLS with Chivas USA?
Oh, man. I mean, it was an honor, of course, you know. And I was actually the only Asian in the team.
Okay.
And the coach was actually from Netherlands.
Okay.
So when I was in Netherlands, he told me, "Hey, Dipo, I'm gonna move to the United States. They're actually creating the new MLS academy in a way for the team." So in my mind, it's like when I told my parents, it's gonna be LA Galaxy because that time David Beckham actually moved here.
Yeah.
So and then the one that he called me in was Chivas USA.
Yeah.
So when I showed up into the trial, and I was like, "Oh man, it's all like Hispanic."
Yeah.
So Hispanic, and then I showed up here like this guy lost or something. I was the only Asian, right? But I was like, I got used to it growing up because again, we are Chinese descendant.
Yeah.
And most of the time when we grew up, I also play soccer with Indonesian native.
Yeah.
So I always like stand out in a way that I was the only Chinese.
Yeah.
So because not too many like Chinese descendant actually decided to play soccer professionally.
Yeah.
And I've been chosen in a way that I stand out through my appearance. And I know God has purpose. And same thing, he did it again when I came here at Chivas USA. And yeah, man, I got used to it at that point, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So was there a defining moment when you realized your path was shifting away from soccer and going towards business?
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's actually, I start realizing it. I was 20, 21. I still try to, like, you know, play pro. I was in the team. I was in the academy. But the shift, it changes. The funny thing is, I inspire more people through business more than through soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't understand it for a second. I mean, I didn't want to admit it because the ego, the pride of me, like, hey, I'm the man.
Yeah.
You know, like back home wherever I go, man, like people chasing you, asking for signature, asking like, hey, you know, waited for you. Just I got some videos that people see, like, because soccer is so big over there.
Okay.
But here, I actually can touch more people through the business because people would come and they just feel like, hey, thank you for being so nice of serving us. Because back then I was only serving pretzel.
Yeah.
I was working at Wetzel's Pretzel, and people would come just like, hey, you know what? Every time I come here, you just give us this sort of like peace or like joy to just come visit. And I don't understand what they meant. I was like, okay, sounds good, you know, but step by step, I start seeing the way that God chose me in a way that entrepreneurship is the one that gonna take me to the next level. But through soccer, I got all the discipline, I got all the hard work ethic that being built up over the years.
Okay. So it was a good transition for you then.
Oh, yeah. I love it, man.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll jump into entrepreneurship. So your beginnings here, you started managing Potato Corner at just 21 years old. So what motivated you to take that opportunity in Albuquerque?
So when I used to work with Potato Corner Company, they started back in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So they would send me to different locations, different states, wherever they actually opened a new one. But most of the time, they didn't send me when they actually open.
Okay.
They don't send me during the grand opening. They did not, because the CEO at that time would go and everything. But they always send me when trouble happened.
Oh, okay.
So when the store is a shit show, when the store is like having so many issues, and there's this guy that can turn it around.
Wow.
So that's kind of like where people know about me, because I did it also with our first company store. So when they hire me, it was a mess, bro. It was a mess. But I turned that location around, and we're like, we would say like the sales was started from like 10,000-15,000 a month, and about 2 years I tweaked it into over 100,000 a month in sales.
Man.
But that one store become 7 stores. The first year after I took over, we grow that company, and then before I left, we already have about 30 stores.
Dang.
Yeah, so when I came to New Mexico, Albuquerque, actually, they sent me here. But before here, they sent me to Lubbock, Texas first.
Oh, dang.
They sent me to Lubbock, Texas. I was staying there, I believe, for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And then I came down here for another 5 days. But even he's my business partner right now. But back then he was the boss, right?
Yeah.
He was the owner. He's younger that time and he's 3 years older than me. He's successful already. He already have businesses and everything. Even him, he didn't even want me to come here originally because he felt like, what is this kid gonna do? Bro, I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know, what is this kid gonna do? And the company like, hey, he's gonna be able to turn it around. And he was like, no way. So what is he gonna do in 4 days? So he was being honest with me, you know.
Right.
I came down here, man. I stayed at his house in Lubbock. I was staying at his partner house, and I did it.
That's amazing.
You know, God's favors. I always say God's favors surround me like a shield.
Yeah.
So I came down here. I just have the way, again, the grind, offer sample, being nice to people, being friendly. And yeah, I mean, they've been doing about $200-300 a day. The day that I came, we turned it around between 800 to 900. So that's the time that I went back to LA, and I always heard about all this issue from franchisee because God always put it in my heart to connect with people that is struggle in a way, and I have the heart of servant that I wanna serve.
Yeah.
You know, and I came back and I was like, hey, you know what? I told the CEO, I told the company, I couldn't do this anymore. You guys always send me when it's already have so many issues.
Yeah.
Thank God that I can fix it.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna happen if we actually did it right since we first opened.
Yeah.
But of course, you're gonna deal with the lazy owner too or lazy franchisee. That's nothing on us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we choose to do the right thing since we open, we actually gonna be able to help them in the best way possible.
Right.
And that's the time that I decided to leave the company, and they offered me to move to New Mexico. They just matched my pay. I got paid $2,500 a month that time, man. And they gave me an apartment here. I was actually staying with 2 other guys. I took them from LA to set up a team. So 3 of us moved here, and and from there we were just like, let's get to work, you know.
Right.
And the vision that I have already is, I know that I'll be part of the ownership.
Okay.
So I already mentioned it. Hey, I'm gonna set this up. After a couple years, I want to be part of the owner. So that's kind of like where everything started with my entrepreneurship.
That's good. Okay. I like how you set up a game plan too, way ahead of time, right? Okay, so let's see. So by 23, you did take ownership of Potato Corner. So what were the biggest challenges you faced stepping into the leadership role so young?
Ego.
Ego.
I would say my ego and my pride.
Okay.
Because even I'm struggling with it even until this moment. The reason is I always feel like I can't do it.
Okay.
And as a leader, you're supposed to build other people up so they can be more leaders, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't believe leaders creating followers.
Yeah.
I believe leaders creating leaders. The challenge is I got to the point like, hey, you know what? You guys cannot do it. Let me do it. So I become one-man show.
Okay.
So there's the hard part of the transition because I call myself a leader, but I can't even create more leaders. Because I feel like, okay, you know what? You cannot do it. I'll get it done. So I keep stepping in order for them to be able to do it.
Okay.
I already show it to them, but at the end of the day, instead of empowering them, I'm end up spoiling them.
Gotcha.
Because they feel like, I cannot do it. Don't worry, Dipo will show up. Oh, I have issue, Dipo will show up. So those things end up like giving me the big challenge when we're actually growing.
Yeah.
The reason is they always think like, okay, Dipo gonna show up and get it done.
Yeah.
So that was the first challenge in my leadership. I have to change that momentum. Like you're saying, I can have the game plan, I can have the system, I can have the concept, but most of the time people don't realize if you don't have the right people, it's not gonna work. You can have a good business with bad people, it's gonna turn out bad. I prefer have a bad business that I can turn it around with the good people.
Okay.
Because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I can turn it around, but with one man show, which is myself.
Yeah.
But now, how can I do that with 40 location?
Okay.
It's only one of me. I can do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the one that transforming the type of leadership that I was actually creating it moving forward.
Gotcha. Okay. So how did your early management experience shape your approach to entrepreneurship later on? And we'll go into Paleta Bar here in a minute.
Yeah. So, of course, it's creating a team. You know, creating a team of leaders. So I try to start handpick the right people. Try to listen to them more in a way like, hey, you know what? What can I do for you?
Yeah.
Right. So in my leadership early age, it's more about, I want you to do this. But I never listen what they actually really want to do. Because I cannot change a donkey to be a horse. If they never want to be entrepreneurs, what's the point? I cannot teach them entrepreneurship when they actually just want to clock in, clock out, because this is just a stepping stone for them to be in the next level. So I start listening to them. Hey, what can I do for you? Oh, Dipo, I actually want to be a nurse. Oh, Dipo, I actually just want to do this. Like, sounds good. It's your first job. I will guide you. I will help you. But meanwhile, when you're here, I expect you to give your best. That's all. And the people that actually come to me, hey, Dipo, I want to be entrepreneurs. Hey, I want to learn about entrepreneurship. Then I start guiding those people. And so far, we have some of them actually been growing. They actually have their own business.
Wow.
I'm proud of them. And I see that growth. And it's just make me happy in a way.
Wow.
And of course, there's another people that think they want to be entrepreneurs. When hard time hit, they end up going back to get a job.
Yeah.
And I still talk to them and everything, because sometimes I start looking back in a way like you're saying, the changes is, I just don't have anywhere else to go. I just don't know anything else I can do other than entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So when people tell me like, oh, but I can get another job, then it is hard for them to transform from a company man or a company people from having a job into entrepreneurs, because they always have that security mindset. Because entrepreneurship, you got to be stepping in the unknown every single day, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen, and you just have to figure it out.
Yeah. Just got to grind it out every day.
Yep.
All right, that's amazing. And there's not a lot of people or in the leadership position that do what you do, to be honest. Like, I see it around all the time. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm still in the military, so leadership's huge in that too. And there's not a lot of people in the leadership role that go out of their way to ask these questions that you're asking. So that's huge, man. That's very huge. That's impactful, and you're changing lives. So that's amazing. So we'll jump into the birth of the Paleta Bar. So how did you come up with the idea for the Paleta Bar? Let's kick it off there.
Yeah. So originally, I have 2 other business partners. So I just want to put it here again. So all my business, I never done it alone. I believe in partnership so much, because again, my background through soccer, right? Because also in the Bible, it's about body of Christ.
Yeah.
Because I always believe that everybody have different gift, but we all also work together so we can create the successful company or the successful business or even the successful life together. So I always believe in togetherness. But I know sometimes in a way that people look at it like, oh, but you're the face. I'm always saying like, I never try to be the face, but if it's God's will to put me being the face, let it be done. But because I know one day I'm not going to be the face for the rest of my life, because I will elevate other people to be the face. But right now, wherever he wants me to be, and I will.
Yeah.
So going back to Paleta Bar, 2 of my business partners is Juan and Joel. So they've been doing Mexican dessert for a long time. Okay. So their family on La Michoacana de Paquime. And again, I was telling you guys with Chivas, USA, when I was playing soccer, I just love Mexican culture, man. I just love it. And my wife, she's Mexican too. So it's just like, I just love the culture so much in a way that it's actually really close to Indonesia culture. So I would go to Michoacana after soccer game on Sunday, just pick up paleta, and they always like, hey, you spend $30, you get a cup of paleta for free. I just pick it up, put it in the freezer, man. On my day off, I just relax, right?
Yeah.
So until I got to, I remember I went to LA, I saw this concept of franchise that they're doing popsicles, they dip it in chocolate toppings, and I was like, but it's popsicle, it's not as good as paleta. So we started having that conversation. We play soccer together a couple times with my friend Joel, and yeah, dude, and then we brainstorming, and our first location in San Pedro born, and we start kicking it. But at the same time, people don't realize the first 6 months we were struggling, dude. We're struggling. We opened July 23rd, and then during that time, actually, I went back to Indonesia to visit my family. So I was out for like a couple months. And then when I came back, we already hit winter time. And same thing too. They both been doing Mexican dessert or paleta for a while, the way that they know how to do it. And me, with all the culture, mixed culture that I have, all I know is mix it up. So I was in Indonesia, I was there, and I came back here. I remember I was in Singapore, I see another concept. So when I came back here, I told them about it, and they were like, dude, I don't think people are gonna want that. because it's where paleta con crema. People serve fresa con crema, we put paleta in there. And then people serve fruit cups with fresh fruit chili tahin chamoy, and I end up putting paleta in there. So I told them, I think we should do this, and they were like, they're not sure about it. Of course, they've been doing it for a long time, and who am I come here just try to break or like bend the rules, right? Bend the concept.
Yeah.
But during that time, actually, Joel was in a cruise, taking vacation with family, and then, dude, I was just doing it, man. I was just doing it. I got a friend of mine taking videos. We did that Dory nachos instead of just chips with nacho cheese.
Yeah.
I put the corn. I put the cotija cheese. I call it Mexican cheese, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. Put it there. Put the jerky. Dude, it was on Facebook. Went viral. So I think we hit over 2 million in the beginning, 150,000 in a day. So the store getting packed.
Dang.
Then I piggyback it with another concept, which is paleta con fruta with tahin chamoy with paleta and put the fruits. Viral again, 17.8 million.
Dang.
Facebook. Our followers on Facebook blowing up. It was winter time, bro. January, February.
Wow.
You have no idea. Our sales was only making between 5,000 to 10,000 a month. And we jumping into 50,000, 87,000, and 126,000 in sales between January, February, March. And it's winter time.
Yeah.
Dude, it is snow. It was snowing out there, and our line is outside the door.
That's crazy.
So that's where actually starting the paleta bar going viral.
Holy
And
moly.
we opened second, third location. We didn't take any loans.
Yeah.
We bring more partners in that can bring more value, of course.
Yeah.
Second location born, third location born, and we grow it from there.
That's amazing. Wow, I'm loving this story, and I'm sure the audience is too. So, what made you confident that the paleta concept would work as a scalable business in the United States?
The way I'm looking at it is popsicles.
Okay.
The way that I understand is everybody know about gelato. They hear gelato, you don't have to explain, oh, it's Italian ice cream. You hear the word gelato, they know what it is. So there's the one that I challenge myself and my partners. Like, no, when people hear the word paleta, I want them to know it's Mexican popsicles. That's the reason that we choose the name, the paleta bar. So when people think about paleta, they think about paleta bar. So I know people growing up eating popsicles every day, man.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't know popsicles?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my goal. Like, if we can do this, we can do it nationwide, even worldwide, because it's popsicles on a stick.
Yeah.
It's ice cream on a stick.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the reason that I know we can do it. But at the same time, during that moment, dude, our partnership is so strong. It's more than just partnership. It's become brotherhood.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I know with those two men, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I know we always can do everything together.
That's awesome.
And that's the reason that we can grow it, of course.
That's good. It's good to have that support system too. So you started a business. You just mentioned between three of you guys, $35,000 split. So what creative strategies did you use to grow without taking loans?
Dude, honestly, we didn't have no strategy, bro. What we had is hustle and grind.
Gotcha.
We believe in each other so much during that time, man. We trust each other. We trust each other with our life. We know that we're not going to screw each other over. We just grind it out, bro. Three of us would go to Houston, drive. We would go to San Diego, drive. We just trust each other. I really think our strategy is just betting on each other.
Okay.
During that time, that brotherhood just so strong. And the reason that we can grow it is just three of us grind it out, put our trust towards each other, and we put the works to get it done.
Okay. That's rare nowadays
Yeah,
too.
it is rare, man. I mean, we're in the different season, of course, right now, but
Yeah.
it's just whenever I tell that story, how we can grow it, it just make me look back, and I wish things can always be the same.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're just in a different season, and do I miss it? 100%. But we all just in a different season, and we have to keep growing in the different ways,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, what was the moment you realized that the Paleta Bar could become a franchise model?
After we turned the third location, we tested out in San Diego.
Okay.
So that first joint venture actually wasn't right.
Okay.
So we were thinking about doing more joint venture with operator, running it in our city, and then we still hold it as a company. So we were planning to open a company stores.
Okay.
How they do it with, again, Chick-fil-A in a way, and In and Out, all other business. So we didn't want to sell franchise in the beginning.
Okay.
But after San Diego didn't happen according to what we were expecting, and we're like, you know what? This is it. We tested out with joint venture, didn't work. Now I'm gonna do what I know I'm good at through the experience with Potato Corner, Wetzel's Pretzel. I was running Mongolian Grill too. So it's all franchise company, and I know that moment that it's just a light bulb for me. Like, you know what? This is it. I mean, we will give them a secret recipe of success. We'll help them to do our best, but at the end of the day, it's not our business. So I cannot babysit them. They're business owners. That's their business. We will guide them and help them, but at the end of the day, that's yours.
Yeah.
So that's the only way I can help to build entrepreneurship in everybody else.
Yeah.
A lot of them fail, 100%, because they don't have it in them.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have it in them, it's nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
And that's the time that I feel like, you know what? You got to learn in some point, and that's your learning time. That's your school money. That's either you learn from that and moving forward, or a lot of them, bro, what they do, they end up going back and find a job.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part for me.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them don't have that drive.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So how do you maintain brand consistency and quality across 40 locations in 7 different states?
I'm a work in progress, dude. I mean, the way I was doing it, traveling,
Yeah.
dude, I was living in a suitcase, man. I was living in a suitcase. I would fly 4 a.m, either driving or flying. And after I got married, and I didn't want to stay too long outside, I would fly back middle of the night. So just fly back and forth the same day, go check all the location every day. I just go different location, go travel, drive, go different location. So that's what we would do. But again, it's going back to, like you're saying, the quality control, because I can tell them what to do, how to do it. We give them the recipe to follow, and suddenly they feel like they're the master chef. They start changing it up. And that's the quality control, that the consistency is hard, and I have to work on myself in a way because I'm too soft. I'm too soft. I gotta admit that, because my mentor right now teach me in a way, you gotta be firm and fair. That time I just feel like, okay, you know what can I do to help? Okay, I understand. I become more like people pleaser, because I don't wanna screw them over in a way like, you know what? No, you gotta do this. If you don't follow, we're gonna give you citation. I should have done it. I really should have done that. Because a lot of them, they don't listen. And when the quality is dropping, now that's when the time they lose customer.
Yeah.
And when that's the time that brand identity is disappearing.
Yeah.
And we're struggling with that even this moment.
Okay.
And we're learning from that. Even with all my new businesses that I do,
Yeah.
I'm learning through that.
Okay. Yeah. There's always going to be learning lessons.
Yeah,
If you're not
100%.
learning something, I mean, you have to learn something every day. If you're not,
Yeah.
you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
All right, cool. So we'll jump into your mindset and leadership. So what core values or habits do you have, or do you think have been the most critical to your success?
Work ethic.
Okay.
That's first. But second of all, right now, it's about listening. It's about putting time for me to listen how they expect my leadership to be, in a way that how can I do to help them.
Okay.
Because I'm learning that the hard way, because not everybody want it the way that I expect them to want it, even for themselves. I can see greatness in them. They don't see it themselves. I can speak life to them. But if they don't want to do it, they don't want to put the works, they can have greatness in them, but they don't want to put the works, nothing gonna work.
Okay.
So those two, the one that been the transformation for me is, of course, I gotta keep putting that work ethic and everything, but my leadership is all about listening and set up the expectation with their standard.
Okay.
Because I cannot expect them to do what I do, man.
Yeah.
Not yet. They will, or even do better, but not when they just started.
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of like the big game changer for me, because sometimes I expect them to do what I know what to do, and they told me straight up, Dipo, you expect too much from me. Because I was like, because I believe you can do it. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm hard on myself doesn't mean I have to hard on other people.
Yeah.
Because they don't have my drive, they don't have my heart,
Yeah.
they're not me. So how can I lead them to be the best of them, not to be the best of me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the game changer transformation of my leadership.
Yeah. I think that's a good mindset to have, though. I mean, yes, you're right. Even if they're taking baby steps, but at the same time, you're not asking of them what you wouldn't do yourself. So
Exactly.
I kind of get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you approach partnerships and team dynamics, especially having co-founders like Joel and Juan?
In the beginning, again, we all know what we're doing. So in partnership, we all have to bring value,
Yeah.
right? But that value has to be different type of values, because I always believe that everybody has different gifts. God give us different gifts in life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want everybody to be, again, I was mentioning body of Christ.
Yeah.
Imagine in the Bible said it, if we all become a feet, or we all become hands, we all become nose, it's not going to work.
Right.
But we have to come together as a team. I learned also from soccer, if everybody forward playing in the all of us, we are having 11 players, nobody want to be a goalie.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be? It's going to be like horrible, right? We're never going to win.
Yeah.
Because nobody know how to defend, or nobody know how to play goalie,
Yep.
So that value that we bring, we set up in the operating agreement. So we know, like right now, in a way, like Joel transformed, become a contractor.
Okay.
But he was the recipe guy. He was like the master chef over the years because of his parents, right? Then he was transformed, become the guy that running the construction, helping out with the build out for all the new location. Juan becoming the master recipe, and I was doing the branding, marketing in terms of the company, and then we all coming together during the training time. So that's kind of like how we do our partnership. Same thing with all of my new ventures right now. We have the guy that, hey, you know what? I'm being straight up. I don't know how to cook. I know how to eat, but I don't know how to cook, because we just launched this one called Satay. It's our Thai restaurant.
Okay.
It's on Paseo and Paseo and San Pedro. So even that, we partner up, because my partner, he has been doing a restaurant with his wife for 15 years. And then we're partnering up because he has a busy restaurant, man. He's busy. And then people even wonder how in the world that this guy even partnering up with me.
Yeah.
And he was the one who kept chasing me to partner up. I didn't do it.
Okay.
I just went, eat over there. They see my growth, but all these people, they don't see the growth. So the issue about all these people is they can make money, man. They can grow in a way they think they're growing, but they don't see the real growth. So when I'm coming into the picture, I'm blowing up their brand. I'm blowing up their stores. If you just come to me, you're just going to open 1 or 2 stores, you're finding the wrong partners.
Yeah.
The reason is I'm creating a legacy. I'm creating the growth toward the legacy. While a lot of people thinking the growth has to come with money right away. That's not the real growth.
Yeah.
Because the real growth is building up the legacy, which is how we gotta grow from the inside before the outside.
Yeah.
But people want to see the growth towards the rewards. Oh, I want the cash flow. I want to make a lot of money. I want to buy a new cars. I want to buy a new house.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. But if you already do all of that, how can you grow in the long term?
Yeah.
You already burn all of your money to spend money for nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
You don't build assets. You don't build more stores. You don't build more legacy. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
Keep working towards spending instead of keep working towards investing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the part that we were doing, and we were good at it, man. We were good. That's how we can grow all of this location, and we didn't take any loans.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. What's up, everybody? This podcast is brought to you and sponsored by the Rock Family Therapy. Not every battle is fought in combat. Some are fought in silence, in your head, in your home, or behind the mask you wear every day. At the Rock Family Therapy, they stand with those who fight to rise again. Veterans, first responders, parents, or anyone carrying the weight of trauma, loss, or stress. This isn't just talk therapy. It's rebuilding from the inside out. It's mental conditioning for life. A place to reset, refocus, and rise stronger. Whether your uniform is military, professional, or just the armor you put on to make it through the day. If you're ready to face what's been holding you back, they're ready for you. Call or text 505-336-0238 or email r.villy@therockfamilytherapy.com or visit therockfamilytherapy.com because warriors come in many forms and every warrior needs a rock. What's up, everybody? This podcast is sponsored and brought to you by Toehold. As you know, I've been a long-time customer and supporter of Toehold. I'll give you 3 reasons why I love this company. 1 is because they're huge supporters of veterans, law enforcement, and first responders. 2nd reason is because everything is American-made with integrity as it should be. And 3rd reason is because they have the best customer service that you'll ever receive with timely responses. Now, their main focus is flip-flops that'll last you a lifetime, but they also sell caps, shirts, rash guards, wallets, you name it. One of my favorite ethically sourced exotic leathers here is Murder Hippo flip-flops. We got stingray, elephant, crocodile, and if you don't want an exotic leather, you got different options on vegetable tan leather with stamps and colors. And going to the wallets here, we got zebra, we got stingray, we got John Wayne style minimalist wallet, and then going to the key fobs. So guys, go show your support. You have so many options with different exotic leathers. Go show your support for AG and Toehold. Tell them I sent you. Thank you. Peace out. Okay, so what are some lessons you've learned from scaling a business from one store to a national franchise?
I'm learning a lot, man. But it's going back to find the right people.
Yeah.
Nothing changes that.
Okay.
You know, what I learned is you can have a bad business with good people.
Mm-hmm.
We can turn it around. You can have good business with bad people. It's going to turn out bad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm learning. Alignment with the right people is what's matter.
Okay.
So I stopped trying to say yes to everything because I got so much opportunity that I can just say yes to, man, like easily.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if I want to take business, I can take over business at least 1 business a month. I can open a business 1 at least a month.
Mm-hmm.
The money is not a problem for me because I know a lot of people want to invest.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people see the portfolio that I do.
Mm-hmm.
They know who I am. They'll give me their money. But the challenge is, do I have the right people to partner up with?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have the right people to work with?
Right.
Do I have the right people to be in my team?
Right.
Because that's the main challenge, dude.
Yeah.
The main challenge.
Yep.
Because they cannot expect to match my lifestyle at this moment with their current lifestyle. Because a lot of people right now that work with me or being my partner, they think like, oh, I want to have the freedom that you have. You have a baby and you can just go anytime you want. You can be in this podcast right now. Yeah, but you didn't see the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I was working open to close.
Yeah.
You know, I really got a fight with my wife for the fact that I work too much.
Mm.
I don't prioritize. I prioritize work over her, over my own family. People that know me, they always, dude, chill out. Take a break.
Mm.
I don't know how to take a break, dude. I can go home. We're in vacation for 2 days. Maybe like 3 days, I think, in Turks and Caicos and see new. I gotta go to the city just to hang out at the business place unless I go crazy.
Mm.
I cannot enjoy the moment. I cannot just step back and smell the flower because it's all about me doing. I can't even take Sabbath. I can't even take a day off.
Mm.
And that's the culture that I was created for myself. And I was sharing that and showing that to younger people, to other people that want to be entrepreneurs. And that's messed up, bro. That's why I tell you, you're the first one that probably I share that because that's how I messed up my entrepreneurship and my leadership too, because I don't let them have the family time.
Mm.
What kind of leader I am.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 kids. I want you to spend time with your kids, bro. But at the same time, yeah, you take salary. I'm okay for you to take a day off, spend time with your family, but you also have to be accountable to set up your team.
Yeah.
I will get mad if you leave when the store is busy and then nobody working. That's on you.
Yeah.
I will get mad of that, but I'm not getting mad that you're spending time with your family.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's 2 different reasons, but again, man, it's just my life really like changing, my leadership, my mindset. You know, shout out for my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she always communicating that deeply to me. You know, I have a son, you know, my stepson in a way is growing, is my son. I love him. And now with the daughter, even just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes longer, just to stay there with her. Dude, I would love to like this right now. We're supposed to have it at 2 p.m. And I told you like, you know what? Hey, dude, I'm going to be there at 2:30. Why? I went home, bro. I dropped off food and my wife needs help just holding the baby so she can go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Literally like, that's the sacrifice she has to make.
Yeah.
And who I am, can't even give 5 minutes to her.
Yeah.
That's kind of that little thing that I'm changing and I'm learning. And I'm placing that also towards my leadership to other people.
Yeah.
I want them to go vacation. I want them to spend time with family. But there's the but. You have to count yourself accountable to set up your team.
Yeah.
You cannot just take salary and running around and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's your job. You take salary, that's your job. You got to get things done. So I'm not changing the fact that you got to get things done because I have to get things done.
Yeah.
But I'm okay for you to spend time with family. I'm proud of you to do that. But before that, you have to set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to balance it out. Okay. That's a good way to put it too. So we'll jump into new ventures and personal growth. So in 2021, you shifted into real estate, you mentioned. So what drew you to that field? And to caveat that question, how does it complement your business background?
Good. It started when my mentor right now, shout out to him too, bro. I know him over the years. I should have listened earlier. But again, we all learn, right? He told me when I put Paleta Bar in there at Los Lunas location, and then the moment we put it, because of Paleta Bar there, we're so hot. We bring 3 other tenants to him when that plaza was empty. And you know what he did, man? He sold it. So when he sold it, he told me the number that he made.
Yeah.
And he told me, whenever you're ready to play with spare change, you let me know.
Okay.
I was like, what is this guy talking about, man? I was like, I have no desire, no interest in real estate.
Yeah.
I'm going to grow my brand. I'm going to keep building up my cash flow. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But then COVID hit.
Oh, geez.
During that time, all the business mostly shut down.
Yeah.
Dude, I got so much time, dude. I mean, a lot of people learning crypto, learning this, and I invest in that. But I know that, you know what? I need to have something tangible. Because when the business being shut down, the landlord's still asking us to pay the rent every month.
Yeah.
They don't really care in a way. And I was like, this is not fair. So I promised myself that I want to be the landlord that actually care about small business, that actually care about building up the tenants. And how I can do that? By being a landlord. And that's the time. But before I actually hit up that guy, who is my mentor right now, I was actually connected with another guy.
Okay.
And then we got really close, man, and everything. I mean, he's teaching me here and there, but again, he was actually using my knowledge and my relationship, which has become resources. I can mention the brand that we're actually supposed to come in together. You knew about it. One of the busiest in town, but I'm not going to say that. I let go. But from that, I told him, like, hey, buy the next door because you're also going to be able to create this other income to build it up together, which is here in Rio Rancho. But long story short, it didn't work out with me, so I went out. The business still running, amazing, growing. 2 of my partners still there. I love them, man. Like, I'm happy for them in a way.
Yeah.
But that's actually the turning point moment for me into real estate. Because that's the time, like, you know what? I got burned. Every time that God take me to the next level, I had to, for some reason, man, it's a pattern of my life. So I had to get burned or I gotta get screwed over in a way. It's just like God showed me, like, I want you to bounce back higher now.
Yeah.
Because it's just like when people pressure me, God will lead me to bounce back. But of course, I have to heal. I have to overcome the hurt. I have to be willing. I literally came to the guy, bro. I ran to him. I give him a hug. I'm sorry. I'm the one who apologized. But I'm not sorry about what I did. I'm sorry that the relationship didn't work out. I'm sorry that I'm not part of that business anymore. I'm sorry that it's time for us to let go and go separate way. That's what I'm sorry about. But I'm not sorry that I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
We go a different way. And that's the time that the real estate born. So I bought one of the property, Adam Street, growing it from that. We start taking over a couple other residential. And that time I wasn't married yet. I ended up meeting up with my wife. We bought a building for her to be doing her spa. She's doing facial, esthetician, and everything. We bought that building. And that's the time that guy coming along.
Okay.
We end up connected again. We end up talking and everything. And he was telling me, hey, I got this project. I want you to come in with me. And it was actually the grand opening of one of the Paleta Bar.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm closing today. It was on Saturday. I was like, today? I was like, okay, I'll be there. So let me check the market and everything. I go with again, during those time, 21 to 22, God been shaping me in real estate because I've been educating myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned about all of that, and I told him like, this is the goal. How we gonna do it? And he was like, sounds good. That's your project. You get it done. So I ran out the contractor and everything, and he let me do it. And how it's related to my business, because my relationship become my resources.
Yeah.
That's the gift that I have, because I help small businesses. When I help small businesses, they need guidance. They have questions. They always ask me anyway.
Yeah.
But now they also need a place to be. They need a landlord that can trust them.
Yeah.
They need the people that can give them the key to start their business.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I take them.
Okay.
Like I was mentioning to you with last call. So we actually purchased that Course and Montaño Plaza, where we have Albertson in there.
Mm.
So Applebee's in there. When we purchased it, it was, I would say, like 40% available. So they have 40% occupancy, like empty.
Mm-hmm.
So we start filling it up. So last call just come in there. My wife, Spy and Sweet, actually next door to it. So we end up creating. We just bring Village Motherhood, same thing too, through my relationship. I brought the Pure Muscle Nutrition relationship. So we fill up that whole plaza through that. And last call was the last piece, and we have another one coming in into the play. We're just waiting for the list to be signed. But yeah, no, it's just
That's
that coming
amazing.
along together, man, and it's just great. It's all become from resources and connected to my business.
Yeah.
Now, again, I can help people out more than just mentorship. I can prepare the location for them.
Yeah.
I can guide them. Hey, you know what? This is how you're gonna negotiate deals.
Yeah.
This is how you're gonna do tenant improvement. This is, we have our contractor team. We have the people that can help you with signage, and that's just like setting up success for people in the bigger
Mm-hmm.
position. But again, I also told them after this is on you.
Yeah.
If you fail, it's nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Right.
Because if you don't put enough work, but if you need guidance, what to do, I'm here.
Yeah.
But if you need babysitting, I'm out of it. I have my own family. I have my own kids. I'll babysit them. You babysit your business.
Yeah.
Because you got to create your team and everything.
Right.
So that's the beauty of what I do, man, with business into real estate right now. I just love it. That is also building others up. And also, of course, you building up assets.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like sharing with it this morning. People focus so much in cash flow. I seen so many people start making money through their business, and they burn it, bro. I mean, I was that person too, no lies.
Yeah.
But now I can relate to them. The difference, I was single guy. But I bought cars like I bought candy, bro. I bought cars like every year I just buy a new car. For what?
Yeah.
It was a really stupid of mine. I spent so much money in clothing, in the like, just want to look good. But then for what? None of them is liabilities.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guilty of myself, but the difference is I was transforming. So when people try to tell me, hey, this is what I want to do, I was like, okay. So if you really want to listen to me, I can tell you not to do it and build up your assets, because through that, I can create generational blessing.
Yeah.
My clothing, my cars, it's not going to build up no generational blessing, bro.
Yeah.
I die tomorrow. What am I going to give my kids? Nothing.
Yeah.
But I want to give them the tangible assets, as well as, of course, in the process, memories. You want to share with them your skills. You want to share with them your knowledge. You want to build up their characters. Of course, all of them, you cannot take that away.
Yeah.
But sometimes people forget to build up the tangible assets that they can bless their kids, the next generation, you know?
Yeah. I love the way you put that. So, mentioning family, and we're going to go ahead and jump into that real quick. So how do you balance the entrepreneurship drive that you have with your family, especially now that you're a husband and a father?
Balance, again, man, I cannot balance family, work. People always say, how can you do you work balance? I cannot. I don't have the answer for that, but what I have is prioritize.
Okay.
So I don't like using the word balance, because how I can balance working 8 hours a day with spending time 8 hours with my family and another 8 hours for sleeping or working out or something, it doesn't make sense. Your balance always gonna be messed up, because if you really like put it in a measurement, how can anyone balance that? Unless you're already successful, you already have the freedom to do whatever you want. But even that, is it balanced though? Because now you're free. I want to spend time with my family 24 hours. I want to hang out with them. I want to take vacation with them. What about my work? Then it's not balanced either. So the word that I use instead of balance is prioritizing. I have a new baby born. As much as I have to work, that's my priority at this moment. I have a wife that needs help. She's in a postpartum. That's my priority. She tell me, hey babe, I want to go to gym. Yes, please do. I'll stay home with the baby. Hey babe, I want to go get my nails done. Sounds good. I'll stay home. So I put my work schedule around that. That's prioritizing. Why? Because I'm the owner, bro. So I mean, I work so hard to get this freedom. I'm not saying it out of ego. I'm saying it out of humility, because I have to remind myself that too. Because I feel bad. I'm not lying to you, man. I feel guilty the fact that I'm sitting down doing nothing when I know I probably can be at work and helping out. But why would I do that? I have an employee to work. I've been guiding them. Again, I have to empowering them instead of spoiling them. For the fact that I'm there, I know that if I'm there, I don't need them, man. I can get it done myself. But now let me step back. Let them lead. Let me motivate them, build the right team without me.
Yeah.
That's the real leaders. Because like I was sharing with you, what about tomorrow I'm not here? You know, that question like struck me when one of the franchisees asking me, hey Dipo, let me ask you this. If you die tomorrow, what's going to happen? Dude, what's going to happen? The whole thing collapse. Because I'm the CEO, I'm the branding guy, I'm the marketing guy. I'm, Potato Corner, I'm the one who shake the fries. I mean, I'm the one who set up inventory. I don't have system. It's now going back to one-man show. So I cannot live like that. Same thing with family. I have to prioritize me and my wife. We have our place. She's nourishing the baby. She's taking care of the baby. She told me like, hey, I want to spend time with the baby. I don't want to go back to work. Yeah, that's your place. It's my place to provide. God will provide for us as long as I go to work in a way that I need to. But I also believe I don't need to work 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. If it's needed, I'm there. But I don't have to do that knowing the fact that He's my provider. What is my intention? My intention not to be lazy. My intention to relax with my family so I know God will bless me. And you have the right people. Again, we're talking about you have the right people. I have the right brotherhood that actually supporting us in our Christian men's group. Dude, I need help. I with my ego and pride, I don't even want to ask for help. I'm always there for people. It's so hard for me just to open my mouth to actually ask for help. But these last 2 months is humbling me way and beyond. I really need help, dude. I seek help with my therapist. I seek help with my counseling. I seek help with my friends, my brotherhood, my mentor. Just like, hey, dude, I need help. He told me, hey, dude, let me know if you need help. No, I got it. Until I don't have nothing else to ask other than ask for help. And I really did it, and they helped me. And for them, it's not a big deal, dude. We got you. We trust you.
Yeah.
So it's just like the game changer about having the priority, because I usually just, okay, you know what? I need money. I'm gonna go hustle up. But by doing that, I'm actually sacrificing my family, which is not the right way to do. Like tomorrow, I'm serving at church, so I start having things in order. That's how the real balance of life being created. God first, my wife second, my family, then work.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change that, because you already know when things out of order, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But sometimes we let things keep happening in life when we know it's out of order. When you start putting your work above your wife or your family, it's out of order. And you expect that to work? No.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get divorced. You get divorced, bro, you gotta share 50-50. Now your hard work of 100% share 50-50. People don't think about it. Oh, but I'm gonna be with someone else that's gonna be understanding about my lifestyle. Are they though? Because nobody put ourselves as a husband. Do we want to be put in the back burner when our wife just think about our kids, spending time with our kids, and didn't pay attention to us? We don't want that.
Yeah.
So why would we do that to our wife?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the mindset changes to me, man. Like prioritizing, and I believe in the balance of life by putting things in order.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in the balance of family work life, because people always asking me, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's an amazing way to put it.
Yeah.
You don't usually hear about it that way, but I like the way you put prioritizing instead of balance.
Yeah.
That's very impactful, and that's deep. So what's something that fatherhood has taught you that you didn't expect?
I would say, man, you can love. How do I say, like, when you actually sacrificing, sometimes you got to the point you feel like you're the floor mat, right? You feel like, oh no, I keep taking and I keep sacrificing, and yet you end up losing at the end. But when you become fatherhood, you sacrifice yourself, you sacrifice everything for my son, for my wife, for my daughter. Right now, I don't feel losing, man. I feel like I'm gaining, because I feel like God made me whole as a husband, as a father. Now I have the understanding of a good father should be, because our Father in heaven is a good father.
Yeah.
Right? Our Lord is a good father, but you never really understand that by being a father yourself. I mean, I'm being a father to my son, of course, for the last 5 years, but it's just different when you see them since they were little, that they really depend on you. They depend on you. My wife always remind me just every little thing. Make sure you don't carry her wrong. You don't do this, you don't do that. And I can take offense of it. Sometimes I was like, really, babe? I also, the dad, I'm not going to want the bad thing happen to her. But at the same time, she give me the guidance that I don't know. So for the fatherhood part, it's like, I got to die to myself again. Because it's not about me. It's not about my pride. It's not about my wife telling me what to do. It's about that little girl. It's about our son, that we want the best for them.
Yeah.
By sacrificing ourselves, but we're actually gaining. We're actually gaining more wisdom. We're actually getting more joy. When you see your kids, man, being successful, when you see your kids actually achieving something great, you're actually gaining something. But in order for them to gain, you got to sacrifice.
Right.
So you're not sacrificed to lose. In fatherhood, you're actually sacrificed to gain.
Yeah. That's deep, man. So we'll jump into the last topic. Our last two questions are going to be based on reflection and advice, which you've been giving plenty of advice throughout the podcast. But if you could go back to when you were 17 years old, just barely coming into the United States here, what advice would you have given your younger self?
Connecting with the right people in alignment.
Okay.
The reason I said that, a lot of us, we try to please people. We try to network instead of focusing on our net worth. Even until this moment, man, I always people, hey, Dipo, I want to network. Why? Why are you trying to network with the wrong people? Not everybody in that room that you're trying to network has the real net worth that actually bringing value to your life. Right? The alignment part is really huge for me right now, man, because, okay, I can network with the guy that, with Elon Musk, $1 billion. Is he gonna bring value to me? I can listen to his advice, but everything he does is not related to me, dude. I hate computer. I don't even know why you created a robot. I love people so much that I don't want a robot. But there are so many people that can be aligned with him, that he can bring value to their life. But he's not bringing value to me. But it's different when you put that turning point. You put Charlie Kirk in front of me. I have so much to learn. Right? You put my mentor right now, a family man that love God, love his wife, love his daughter. He gonna bring more value to me.
Yeah.
His net worth is nothing compared than Elon Musk. But what is the net worth for you?
Yeah.
For me, it's about their character, it's about their lifestyle, it's about who they are as a person, more than just numbers.
Yeah.
So a lot of people always base their networking with other people's numbers. Well, because you heard it all the time. Oh, you hanging out with 5 people that make money, you all gonna make money. You hang out with 5 millionaires, you're gonna be millionaire. I don't think so, man. What I believe is, you hanging out with the 5 people that have the right value in life, you will be having the right value in life. And the money, the blessing, is all just bonus. People can say that all night and day, but you see the people through their fruits, right? Because we always base it on action. Yeah, but you also have to see their fruits. They can say whatever they want to say with their words, when their fruits of action is actually nothing that they're actually sharing with you. Why you want to network with those people?
Yeah.
Why would you listen to someone that don't have a family tell me how to handle my marriage and my kids.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to that?
Yeah.
You're not gonna listen to me about how to serve in military, bro. I want to learn from you because thank you for your service. But why would you listen to me? I know I have nothing to do with that. Why would you want to network with me when I have no value to offer you in terms of being in military? So that's kind of like I will tell my younger self as well as a lot of younger people, because they will chase after the sunshine and rainbow. They will chase the people with nice cars. They will chase the people with nice clothing, because I've been there. I've been there when people chase me, dude. I've been there. But that's the one that I also can connect with them. But I never tell them about the fake story, sunshine and rainbow vibe. Straight up, what do you do for a living? I sell fries. I sell popsicles. So I give them hope. If what I do can take me to the next level, you can do it too.
Yeah.
Because he's the God of, abundance. He's not the God of scarcity. He's the God of abundance. As long as you know when you're selling fries, when you're flipping burgers, when you are doing whatever you do, can you do your best? That's what I tell myself.
Okay. That's inspiring. Our last question for today. What's next for you personally and professionally, either with the next 5 to 10 years or even further than that?
Personally, of course, being more presence in term of myself for my family, being faithful husband that my wife been praying for, being the dad that I can me to my son, bro, we're more like buddy instead of a dad to son, man. And I'm learning that the hard way. My wife kept telling me, and it's just like I never have a kid, and then I'm learning to him, and being more to a dad to him more than a friend, just to guide him and build his character up through who I am. Same thing, I got the opportunity right now with my daughter, and I just want to be present in terms of family and just keep growing to be a man of God that He has called and chose me to be for myself, for my family, for people around me, the brotherhood, the city, the community that actually I can serve.
Yeah.
With bringing the change through who I am. And for professionally, for business, I will keep growing, bro. I will have more projects coming. We have a couple of projects right now that we're talking about opening more potato corners. Paleta bar, we're trying to handle the situation of how can we set up the stronger foundation to grow in a bigger place. We're trying to talk about it. The Thai place, we've been blessed. We have rice box and boba. We're gonna have the second one coming up. I have a big project that, in terms of commercial real estate, but it's also gonna connect it with my business in terms of food business. I'm excited for that, man. And Juice Ritual, we have the second location here in Albuquerque coming. The growth is in business is always a blessing. Spring rolling, we have a great people to run it. Fuck up, we're gonna have another one coming up too. So, as much as I'm excited to see the business growing, just right now I don't really look at it. It's just like for me, like, okay, it's good. I will do my best. I will put my mind into it, but it's nothing changes with creating the real impact for my family, for the people around me, and the business. If it happens, it happens, man. It doesn't happen, I'm okay. Because at the end of the day, God's blessing, He command blessing in us.
Yeah.
We cannot chase His blessing.
Right.
Let His chase after us, and I'm okay with that, man. But I will do my best, though. Don't take it wrong, okay? Don't take it wrong, because a lot of people that I know in Christianity, they believe like, okay, you know what? I believe God, He will take care of me. Okay, but you also have to take care of what He bless you with.
Right.
You cannot just, God will take care of me, but I don't take care of whatever He's blessing with me.
Right.
So I always gonna do my best, being excellent in everything I do. And I know that everything I do, everything I touch, you make it prosper and succeed by taking care of it in the best way possible. But deals is always gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
Deals always gonna happen, and I'm gonna leave it here for everybody to understand. We're called, we're chosen for a reason.
Yeah.
So this morning, I just remember what my mentor told me: the battleship being created to go to the battle. But if you look at it right now, you're in military. I was just search it. I was just Google it. Most of this battleship in the United States, it doesn't work no more. They're being retired, but they still call battleship. They turn it into museums, becoming attraction for tourists. But that's not why Battleship been created. So I don't want to be a legend or creating a legacy just for people to look at me like I'm a museum.
Yeah.
I really want to be a battleship because I go to the battle, because I actually fulfilling the purpose that God called and choose me to be.
Yeah.
And when time is done, I'm not retiring, bro. I'm never gonna retire. I'm not retiring. I'm gonna leave the legacy, and that's the time that they can look at my hard work, my achievement, as well as my legacy for a generation to come. They can look at that, but I'm not gonna let people watch me just retire and doing that. I don't want to do that. I want to be the battleship that I will keep going to war. I will keep fighting the battles every day, knowing that I have city, I have the community, I have a family, I have the people that I can support in order for me to go to battle with them.
Yeah.
To go to the battle for them, because we're all a battleship.
Yeah.
We're not just. I don't want to be retired, man. I don't want to. I changed my mind.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, yeah, that was my last question, and I want to thank you for coming onto the podcast today. Thank you for letting me pick your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like all the wisdom that you have at such a young age, it just blows me away, man. Like everything you've said today is just, I'm intaking it right now, and I'm gonna go over this podcast again and just soak up all the knowledge that you came into, man. Because I'm an entrepreneur myself too, so yeah, I learned a lot just from you today, just asking those questions. So thank you. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm going to open it up to you now to give the audience your plugs, your shout outs, and then where they can follow you on social media, your websites, things like that.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, Instagram, most people know, like, I honestly don't remember, but it's under my name, Dipo Alam _ I believe, and it's the picture of me and my wife, and mostly you guys gonna see a lot of our family pictures, as well as on the story I usually post about all the businesses that I have or I support it. Currently, I'm one of the owner of Potato Corner. Again, everything is partnership. The Paleta Bar, Spring Rolling, Fuck Up, Rice Box and Boba. My wife also on the Glow Aesthetic and the sweets that we actually, been supporting too. And she's that's all hers. And I'm just glad that I can be part of to support her dreams as well. And then what else? Juice Ritual, and then real estate part. Something you guys can check it out if you guys need any commercial help, any residential help. I'm not a realtor, but I know the people that can connect. But I'm usually just the one that connecting people. I can make terms and deals. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying every moment. And Satay, I forgot about the Thai place too, bro. What else? I think that's it. I mean, I know. I was like, you have no idea, but I love it. I love every minute of it. Would love to invite everybody to come by, check it out. Thank you for the support, and yeah, let's build the community together, man.
For sure.
Let's build the city together, and I personally glad that I can bring wisdom to you more than just knowledge, because I really want you to apply it in your life through the story experience that I can share, and let's build each other up, man. We're excited.
Yeah, likewise, man. And let me be the first to say, like, congratulations on all your successes so far in life, man. It's amazing.
Thank you,
man. It's good to see. We need more of you out here.
Glory to God, man. I mean, all success come from Him, and I'm just being the faithful servant, faithful stewards, and that's what I want to be,
That's good to hear, man. Well, God bless. Well,
God bless. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the man himself, and go check out any one of his locations out here. Like I said, if you haven't eaten there yet, you've been living under a rock. But I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Small Talk on the Mats, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Have a good day, guys.